Who called timeout and what official heard it? This is interesting, but I don't know why. I don't know why that they went back to the huddle.
I can't understand what they might have been thinking.
I knew they were trying to save one timeout for the field goal. And I think that's what they're saying, but to huddle up. I don't know about that.
In the discussion, there's Buddy Ryan, the Bears defensive coordinator, now arguing, talking to Burrow's shoulder. And the Bears won the argument. I don't understand that whole picture.
Well, they had the timeout. They had one timeout left. By saving the timeout, they can't throw inside. Which they did. But I think Brock had a whole... I think one spent too much time in huddle. Two, I think he had to wait too long before he could find someone. She waited.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Take timeout.
Fuck.
Dickerson is down. Now from here on, they can take timeout. So when he went down, they could have called timeout. You can't take timeout before the play's finished.
You saw David Hill trying to call a timeout. Here's Dennis Harris trying to call a timeout. Brock is signaling timeout.
Come on, y'all.
Robinson.
Come on. Let's go.
Didn't make it.
But again, they could all call timeout, but on the officials' behalf, they can't give timeout until Dickerson is down for whistle blows.
He went behind him.
Confusing situation.
Shit.
Rams
Oh.
lost a golden opportunity to get something on the scoreboard. The Bears lead 10-0. Langford set to kick it off in the direction of Wooly Ball and Dennis Gentry. Both of whom are explosive. Funny looking kick in the direction of
Man, I'm trying to make a play, man.
is down
That ball finish.
23.
Once I get down, 27, oh,
And a
man.
breaks out immediately.
It's a struggle, man.
Well, it's not over yet.
Oh,
They turned into one.
oh, man, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Tonight with Bobby, I ain't gonna get.
Perhaps even some profound.
Oh, man. Oh, oh,
Calvin Thomas was the
oh. This gonna be blood or something.
Got the two guys
Demon in here.
walking off there.
first down Bears. Their own 24. They lead it.
Oh, got to go, man.
Rams had 68 yards total offense in the first half. The Bears 152. I didn't hear what Jim Tunney, the official, said just now, but the things have been held up.
Go. Should be taking long.
Not sure the 30-second clock is working. Yeah, that is the problem. It is not working.
Maybe it froze. Since the wind gets to it, the cold weather gets to it, things just go boom, and they have what they call power pops.
His chill factor got to it. McMahon throwing as he began the game. Complete to Loria. As he did to begin the game. Collins on the stop. A gain of 8. The Bears are 22-1 since 1984 when they were leading at the halftime. There was one exception to that.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that, the one was the Rams. The only time out of those 23 games that they led at halftime and lost to the Rams.
That was last year in Anaheim. Peyton fumbles, goes out of bounds, it'll be belong to the Bears. He's the last man in that possession. He picked up 8.
Hey, some strange things have happened to Walter Payton. This hasn't been one of his better days. He's had a little luck with it, but that's the second time that he's fumbled. We remember he dropped a pass early. And Walter Payton, and for all his years of experience, he's still a little jittery over all this stuff. He said he was so excited this week that he couldn't even sit down or anything. He was just going to run in place all week.
Only he could do that. And the throw on first down again. Brings it out to Peyton. No drop this time. Collins tripped him up. A gain of 6. Bears took the opening kickoff, and McMahon scrambled in for a touchdown. Then they got a field goal by Butler, and since then, that Ram defense has put a clamp on them.
That's what I think. I think at that point, the Rams kind of took over. I think they were a little unsettled. The Bears had things going early. The Rams were about that point after that second score. They kind of took and got the control back.
Suey this time.
Oh, man, come on,
Too
y'all.
short of the first down. Here's Dieter Brock over in the Ram bench, loosening up.
But, you know, he has that glove on the left hand. He tore a tendon in his ring finger on the left hand last week. Luckily, of course, he doesn't throw with that hand, nor does he take the ball. He puts, when he gets the snap from the center, his right hand is the top hand, and that takes the pressure of it.
Ball was placed by the official, and then it was blown away.
Well, the wind almost gained a first down for the Bears. Almost blew it. They did blow up to a first down.
They were still in another one. Easy on the hand. They give it to Suey. He won't get it. Reggie Doss was the first man there. Dejournay comes to join him.
I'll tell you, Dejournay is the guy that called that play. Watch him on Hilgenberg here, number 70. You see, he takes Hilgenberg. He gets penetration right there. Now, he gets Suey at first. He slows them up. And then Reggie Doss is coming in from the outside. And Charles Dejournay, the nose tackle, got penetration. Anytime you run against a three-man line, you got to get the nose tackle. If you stop the run, it's usually the nose tackle somehow involved.
Dejournay is a man who played in the World Football League. Johnny Johnson back deep along with Leroy Erdogan.
I remember when Dejournay was at San Jose State. I remember when he was with the San Diego Chargers.
Buford gets off a good kick. Johnson lets it bounce. And it goes out of bounds at about the 23. Again, there's a little pushing and shoving between Vince Evans and Tim Wright. Vince Newsom involved. They only get 28 yards on the kick. It looked good in the beginning. There's this year's genius, Buddy Ryan, the defensive coordinator of the Bears. John, you and I were talking a minute ago. This is our 5th Bear game this year, and we haven't seen anyone score a touchdown against them yet.
Oh, and I think that's the thing. You know, Buddy Ryan will be the first guy to say he has this 46 defense and it's all this and that. But the guys who make the defense are the guys we're seeing here, the play. I mean, anyone can play 46 and not shut out people the way we've seen. But these guys are good players.
They're tremendous athletes. Brock retreats. Gives it to Dickerson. The same play that ended the first half. 6-yard gain. Dickerson, we were talking to him the other day. He said they don't even throw me the ball. I think they don't have any patterns.
He said for this game, he doesn't have any pass patterns. He was probably just like a fourth Gary guy. You know, that was fake and was supposed to be around there. I think he caught that with one hand, though, didn't he? Probably that scuba sleeve he has on. Got it. That's a little scuba sleeve.
They've kept him under control, however. Dickerson got a good block. It's forever. And it's out of bounds. Dickerson got a good pickup.
I'll tell you, it was against Richard Dent, too. You know, he wasn't blocking a defensive back or a linebacker. Watch 95. There's Richard Dent. He's coming. Then he sees Dickerson. Dickerson, I have to take that guy. Well, I'll tell you, he stayed in there. He squared. Bent the knees a little, threw the right elbow at the end.
Hung with him pretty good, didn't he?
He hung in there good. I'll tell you, that had to be a shock to Dickerson. You look, you know, you bend over, square up, knees bent, eyes up, open. Here comes Dent. Whoop.
They need 4 for a first down. Dickerson and Redding in the backfield. Elliott in motion. Brock
Richardson. He's grabbing it. He gets his shoulder. He gets that right and left hand on Henry Ellard before the ball gets here. That was right out in front. Everyone saw that one.
That's a Ram first down at the 48. Excuse me, John.
Mike Richardson's nickname is LA. LA, because he's from Southern California. So LA's playing LA.
Redden and Dickerson. This is Eric Dickerson. He breaks one or two. Ball's on the ground. And Richardson, who was just called, gets the bubble recovery. That's the second one for Dickerson.
I think on that play, Otis Wilson, number 55, stripped Dickerson. Buddy Ryan, the defense coordinator, said we're going to get 3 fumbles. What's 55 here? Takes on the guard, Ken Hill, then he works back. I want you to come back. I want you to have right hand go in and knock that ball out. He grabbed that right hand, pulled it into the elbow, and that knocked the ball out of Dickerson. In fact, Otis Wilson told us that he was going to get 3 fumbles. He said Dickerson will fumble 3 times tomorrow.
McMahon back to throw. Fires outside the pick. Peyton gets away from one. And then steps out of bounds. It was Wiltshire. There's Otis Wilson.
He's still celebrating. He said, he could tell the guy, I took on the guy, Ken Hill came, he blocked, I took on him, Dickerson got in, it was that gap play, worked back in, grabbed his arm.
Now look at the turnover ratio. Plus 23 in their 12 wins. Minus 8 in their 5 losses. You can do that to just about any team. And back to throw again. Now almost left out of the pocket. And throw it away. Under heavy pressure again from the Ram rush. Intended for Reitman.
Hey, one thing about this Ram defense is they're always playing the zone. They always have their underneath guys in the right spots, their deep guys in the right spots. And if you're going to hit them, you have to be right in those lanes and areas. You're not going to have guys running wide open against this Ram defense.
They have their pass rush group in there. The Bears have Marjoram in now as a wide receiver. And McKinnon is out. That's Gentry in motion. McMahon, with blitz coming, completes it to Galt. And that'll be enough for a Bear first down. McMahon is down. Slow getting up at least.
I tell you, he threw that right between Leroy Irvin and Vince Newsom. Yeah, McMahon still has bad knees, and every time he goes down, I'm sure that everyone's thinking about that. I mean, he's had shoulder injuries and kidney injuries and everything, but he still has bad knees. But watch this zip. 2 defenders. There's Irvin, there's Newsom, and he hit that ball zoom right between those 2 guys. And look what Collins does to him after he throws the ball. Boy, that jiggled that whole body. I mean, that put that spine in a different area. That's one you'll remember.
He gets it back to Peyton. Peyton's going to be tracked for a loss and out of bounds. Leroy Irvin. The Ram defense was right there. A loss of 4.
That's the thing with a defense or a defensive coach, when you have a guy double and you have him inside out and the quarterback still gets that ball in there, you wonder, what do you have to do?
Clock is stopped with 9:32 left to play in the 3rd quarter. By the way, the 30-second clock now is operating. It's been fixed. There she goes. Marjoram split wide to the right. Something for Peyton.